guys, how are we all? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. I feel like I've not sat down and done like a sit down video or like a get ready with me or just like this vibe in such a long time. I feel like because of Christmas it was like vlogmas, and then now I'm doing vlogs every week. So yeah, I feel like I've not done this type of video in so long. When I asked you guys on Instagram what you wanted, there was loads of like get ready with me, chatty videos, mukbangs and things like that, so that's all coming. So I just thought we'd start with get ready with me because I have not a new makeup routine, but new products that I really like at the moment. So I just thought we could, you know, catch up, because in vlogs and that obviously I talk away and whatever, but I don't always like, you don't get to ask questions as much. Obviously we usually do that via mukbangs, but I'm not doing that today. We're doing get ready with me. So I thought I'd do a get ready with me with a little Q&A that you guys asked me on Instagram, so there's loads and loads of questions to get through. Hopefully the lighting's fine. I am just using natural kind of lighting at the moment, which is why this is here. I don't know if that shoot would be distracting. Is it distracting? Or are we at a slant? Let me work this out. Can't work out if we're at a slant. Okay, I don't know. So I just think we should just get into it, but what I'm going to do first is get up the questions. Right, here we go. Right. So yeah, I just thought I would do a get ready with me. Right now I have nothing on my brows. I recently got them laminated, so I always just brush them up, and to be fair, once I brush them up they basically stay up. And I also got LVL. Can you see? So what do we think of this tan? This is a new tan I've got on. It's a Tanologist medium water. It does seem a lot darker on camera than it is in real life, I swear. But that's what I've got on my face and my body. So far no reaction, which I'm quite chuffed about. So I'm hoping, you know, that stays the case. This week thing keeps falling off. So yeah, that's all I've got on at the moment, and I've also got on my new favourite lip balm. It's the Welda. If you've kind of followed me for a while, you know that I used to always use, and I still do use actually, the Welda moisturiser. It is one of like the most affordable but amazing products. Like, I don't understand how it's so good and it's so cheap. But look fantastic. Now have the lip balm, so obviously I had to buy it. But that's all I've got on my skin right now. I have no moisturiser or anything on. So what I do before I even like start makeup is I either go in with my moisturiser, which is my Charlotte Tilbury. I don't have it on me. It's just like the Charlotte Tilbury Day Cream. So I usually put that on, or I just go straight in with the Bobbi Brown face base. Either or. Depends how dry my skin's been. Like, say if I feel my skin is quite dry, I'll do the moisturiser then this. But to be fair, I've done like loads of skincare last night, so it's actually not feeling that dry. So I basically just put that on just now, just to kind of let that dry. I do put over my eyelids as well. But yeah. Oh my god, I'm quite enjoying this sit down, you know. Really am. But how have you all been? Hope you're all doing really well. New year, guys. It's fresh start. How's it been for you? To be fair, it's been a weird one for me. It's been amazing, and it's been really shite. So I'm like, it's a wee bit of a mix. Don't really know how, you know, you can sometimes tell how the year's going to go by how it starts. I'm really unsure. I would like less of the shite and more of the good, but with me, you just never know. You just never know the moment. But yeah, I think what we'll do before I even start my makeup, we'll start a wee question. And I feel like the most obvious question is, everyone has been asking me how my mum and dad are, which, by the way, the amount of DMs, Instagram messages, YouTube messages, even people texting about asking how mum and dad are getting on has been wild. And they are absolutely, like, they're so chuffed that, like, when I say to them, oh, by the way, I got them out, and they're like, oh my god, really? Like, my god, like, they just can't believe it. So many people are asking how they are. So for anyone that doesn't know, in case this is a shock, my mum and dad were in a car accident, I think about 3 weeks ago now maybe, and it was really bad. They are just beyond lucky at this point to even have made it out of that live. Like, it was such a mental thing. Like, there was people posting about it on like the local Facebook pages to that area, and they were like, I don't think the man made it. Like, if the guy made it, then wow, because it was really, really bad. But it wasn't my mum and dad's fault, thankfully. It was just someone speeding at an excessive speed on a 30 on a road. It was a 30 mile an hour. But at the end of the day, it was an accident. The guy never intentionally set out to do it, do you know what I mean? Even though, yes, he shouldn't have been speeding, but it would have been a shock to that guy as well. And the thing was, he was really apologetic and really attentive to my mum and dad at the scene, so you can't moan at that, do you know what I mean? It's not as if it was like it could have happened to anybody, but you really shouldn't be speeding at the same point. And I did say to my dad the other day, because my dad, when he was making his statement to the police, was like, don't throw the book at him, just tell the guy slapping the wrist, I didn't mean it, he never killed me, all that. But I did say to my dad the other day, I think my attitude towards that situation would be totally different if the outcome was different, which is the case, isn't it, with a lot of things. Like, sometimes it's, if it's not that bad at the time, you're like, oh great, okay, whatever. But if something had worse had happened, I probably would be feeling very different. But I'm just very lucky that they're both in one piece as much as they can be. They're obviously very sore. My dad, he seems to have really bad back pain and neck pain, and it seems to be more the trauma for my dad. Like, so basically what happened was, they were driving like a snail, because that's the pace my dad drives at. And because when I first got the phone call, I kept thinking, when I was driving to it, I was like, how the fuck could they have crashed? Like, has my dad been going too slow? Like, my mind was just in overtime. And then I thought, how, like, because of how bad it was, and people, when I heard, I was like, how could my dad have possibly been in that position? But it just shows you that being the slowest driver in the world doesn't mean anything. And basically, the guy came out speeding from a giveaway, but didn't obviously give way to my mum and dad, who were on the main road, and he hit the back of my dad's wee work van, and with the impact of him hitting him so fast and my dad going so slow, it made my dad's van flip. I think it was like 3 or 4 times they said it flipped. And then the problem was as well with the way of my dad. So my dad was starting night shift the following night, so he'd packed up his work van from the first job he was on to go on to his next job, with all his tools. And because the van like basically went on my dad's, like, on the roof, the tools obviously weighed the van down, and basically my dad was like trapped in the van. But what a wee angel that he is, he basically pushed my mum out the van. Make it honest, I could cry thinking about it. He pushed my wee mum out the van, and because she ended up lying sideways, she said, so he pushed her out and someone helped my mum out, and then he flipped her. My dad just kept saying that obviously he knows with car crashes and things like that, especially my dad's work van, it's filled with like wood, sawdust, like all that type of stuff. My dad says if that catches light, it's going up. So my dad just kept thinking, because he was upside down, there was a high chance it could catch on fire. So he was like, I just wanted to make sure your mum was out, which is just... Fire brigade came and got him out. So that's what the trauma seems to be for my dad. He just keeps feeling when he wakes up in the middle of the night that he's still upside down. He said it's the most surreal feeling in the world, where he feels like he's just upside down. Which obviously I'll never really understand. I've never been in a car crash that severe. I've been in a bump, but not a car crash. And then basically my mum, because my mum's tiny, my mum's like a size 6, really petite. she's not a big eater, so she's quite, like, I would say she's quite slim and skinny, and basically because of that she took the worst impact. So she was all, her ribs were all thing made, and then basically at the time, because she was so swollen, when they done the x-ray they didn't pick it up, but she got taken back into hospital a couple of days later, really unwell, because she's basically, I think there's a hole in the middle, she keeps, there's a name for it, but I think it's in the middle of her chest bone, which is apparently like one of the most painful things to like kind of happen, because you can't do anything to heal it, it has to heal itself. But my mum's job with her being like a housekeeper and a cleaner, bending, picking up things, she was bedbound for quite a while, and she's just in a lot of pain. So yeah, they're just extremely lucky to be alive, they're extremely lucky to not be worse off. Same with the other driver, he's extremely lucky to not have any like injuries or anything like that. So yeah, it really did, it gave me a little bit of a wake up call just to like how quickly that could have been a total different situation. And yeah, I think I just see now, I'm just at a point now in my life, I feel like something's just happened to me this year where I'm just very much like, I am not going to care about other people and opinions, and like getting so upset about what people think about me, and if people don't like me and try to change that person's opinion, and when really you should just care about the people that are closest to you, and the people that love you, and the people that you love, so like your friends, your family, people you work with, people you socialise with, rather than everything else, because you just literally like could go by like that, do you know what I mean? So they're doing well, and I appreciate everybody asking, and I'll make sure to tell them all, because I'll show them all this. My dad loves the King Size Babies. Like, where were they? They went somewhere and someone gave them a free drink. Dad's never heard anything yet. So yeah, they're doing well, so there's a little bit of a rabble, but I just thought I'd get that over and done with, because a lot of the questions were about that. So yeah, that's that. So let's just get into the makeup. So basically I have been using the Laura Mercier concealer in shade 1.5W. So basically I don't like I've kind of told you guys before, I think I don't really like eye base, like say like an eye primer, that type of thing. I feel like it's really heavy, and it's not really my vibe, probably because I'm not a massive like mega eye makeup gal. Like I obviously wear eye makeup all the time, but I'm not like, I don't do loads, do you know what I mean? I kind of tend to keep the same style over and over again. So I feel like with an eye base it's just too heavy on my eyes. Oh, what was I doing with that there? So I just use my concealer, and I also feel like it helps blend underneath better. Palettes, still using my usual guys, but this one is amazing. I got this on Look Fantastic. It is pennies, and it is so good. So I go in with this shade here. It doesn't tell you the shade though, it's the only thing. And yes, it's like this, I would say this is like my kind of go-to day-to-day like makeup. Obviously like if I'm doing photos and that, this would be the makeup I would do. Day-to-day I probably wouldn't do like this makeup. If I'm just kicking about the house and stuff, that I probably wouldn't even wear makeup. I'd just do skincare, brows and lips. But if I'm going out to do photos, or I'm going for lunch, or I was going just out and about, then this is a makeup I would do. But that's just like a nice base. Do you want me to zoom in? Is that better for the eyes? I think it probably is, isn't it? So yeah, this is just like my kind of base colour. And that's why I love this palette. Like see for example, tomorrow I'm going to London for Pretty Little Thing Fashion Week, which is just like London Fashion Week. It's just crazy that I even get an invite to that. Like Pretty Little Thing is like the biggest, or one of the biggest brands, you know what I mean? And just the fact I've been invited to that is crazy. Obviously Molly May will probably be there and hosting that, which is again is just amazing that I even get a chance to go to something like that. So I'm always so buzzing. But like for example, tomorrow I'm going to be travelling by the train, so I don't want to overpack like I did last week, because That was a shift, man, trying to get to A to B with all the bags. So the good thing with this wee palette is I can literally go from day to night with this wee palette. Like, there's so many colours to basically choose from with it, which is why I love it. But today that's not the makeup I'm doing. I'm going to just show you like my usual, so I've obviously got all my stuff here. This palette is another amazing palette if you like smoky eyes. It's the Spectrum. This one. So it's very, very bronzy. So if you're into bronzy eyes, then you'll love this. I'm going to go with this colour here. And I just use a wee bit. And then basically I just go over the corner of my eye. So keep it in the corner like that. Right? And then go back in with that one. Don't add any more product, but just buff it kind of out and into the other colour. So yeah, I'm really excited to actually go to that tomorrow. I'm travelling down with Megan and Amy, which is quite good. And then me and Megan are staying in a hotel together. And then I think Molly and Jilly are also going. But yeah, I'm super excited, to be honest. I've never been to like a London Fashion Week show, so I think it'll be I think it'll be quite good. And of course it's PLT, so it'll be a lovely big glam event, and I'm vlogging that as well, guys, so that'll all be in the vlog for you. So basically, eyes are like that. Now you can do like a bronzy eye. Now if I was doing like a kind of bronzed eye, I always go in with this, will I just do that today? That's quite glam though. Should I do glam or should I do more? No, that's this is when I wish you could answer me. Should I do glam or should I just do natural? In fact, you know what I will do today? We'll go glam, but not glam glam. Or will we? No, okay, we'll keep it more natural today. If you want glam, then holla at me and I'll do it. So basically, if I was doing glam, I always use this shade here, which I know might be quite scary to some people, but it's actually not that bad once it's on. Hold on, guys, let me back out. It's basically just like a nice brown colour, and I just put that on my lid and then buff it out. That's kind of like my go-to, like I would say my glam makeup basically. So then what I'm going to do is go back in with this palette and just go in with this shade here. And then you just apply it to the inner part of your eye, and this helps, guys. See if you've got, or you feel that you've got quite small eyes or not a lot of lid space, then this is a quite a good eye look to do, because you take it up by your lid, so you take it right up here, and that allows you to kind of open your eye up a bit and brighten it like so. And the good thing, see as well, look guys, when I do this makeup, it's not pure neat and tidy. Like I don't like cutting the crease and all that, like pure defined eye makeup. It's just not my vibe. I used to love it when I was younger, but like when I was like a proper MUA and I did makeup all the time at the weekends and stuff like that, I would have like a pure cut crease, but oh my god, I would honestly not, I would not look like a vibe. I would not be stunning. So kind of like that. So see how that's instantly opened my eyes. Then I go back in with a wee brush and that kind of darker colour and just go along, kind of like not along my lash line, but slightly. Do you see what I mean by what I've done there? Kind of along the corner, right? And then go back in with that one with nothing on it and just buff. And then I go in with like a little thinner brush. Now I haven't been able to find a brown eyeshadow that I love more than this palette here, and it's this one. As you can see, my makeup palettes are well and truly used. But I just go in with a little bit of the brown, right? This is the part, maybe I will zoom you in for this. Hello, come get close to me. Wow, I look fucking stunning for this angle. Right, so I'm going to obviously do it looking in this bit. So see like where here starts, that's where I start my liner. So, and then just join it up. And by the way, the good thing with doing it with shadow, you can be messy. So if you're just someone who's just trying to learn how to do makeup, or even just learn how to do more like winged makeup, then do it with shadow, because you're going to buff it out anyway. So I'll do this eye quickly. Now, I never get two eyes the same. Never. So I'm going to just try and even them up a little bit. And then what I do is I go in and just use a wipe and just clean up underneath. See what I mean? So you can be messy. Voila. Voila, bitches. So yeah, that's like how I would do my eyes basically. So I just stop there. That's my eyes done. So I'll answer some more questions. Do you tan or do you use sunbeds? I haven't used sunbeds in God knows how long. I am by no way means ever promoting them either. I don't really think anyone should use them. However, I do think if you're using them, then it's at your own risk obviously, and it's up to you what you do. I've just went back in, guys, to the face base to just apply a little bit more. So yeah, I do tend to go for a couple if I'm going to go on holiday. Again, don't need to do that, but that is kind of what I've done in the past. However, I actually don't think I'll be doing that anymore going forward, just because it's like scary stories there is, and I just think, what's the point? Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth what could happen by using some beds. But there's no point in me sitting here and saying, oh, I've never used them when I have in the past. Best razors to use for sensitive skin. I use, and I've only recently, well, I used them before and I stopped them back using them again. But I now use the Estrid razors. It's the only ones that I seem to not get like a rash or like stubbly skin with, if you know what I mean. And they're way more affordable, guys. Like, you can just order the heads and they come, you can subscribe to them, so it's easier. So I use them. So foundation, guys, I have changed my foundation. I got the new Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin foundation in shade 8 Neutral. So I've got it on my hand here. And with my foundation, I always just pat it all out first so that I don't have like an area with loads. And cause my hair's up, I need to go on my ear, and then I just do it on my jaw first to make sure that I don't miss. The good thing with my hair being up, I can kind of go into my hairline and then just buff. Now this foundation's quite good for day or night, because you can actually, it's very buildable. Like, you could totally, like, I've worn it on nights out recently, and I have, like, I wear it day to day now. If I'm doing like this type of makeup day to day, I really like it. I also like how it stays on the skin quite a while and it doesn't go cakey. It's just really nice. So this is shade 8. So I would say this is perfect if you're someone who's kind of my colour of skin, maybe when you're wearing tan. But I've ordered, but it's not came yet, shade 6 for when I've maybe no tan on. Because the other day I put this on when I had no tan on and it was a bit orange, like a bit warm for me. So I got a lighter shade. And obviously the good thing with that is you can obviously mix all your shades together, can't you? So it's definitely handy. But that was 3 small pumps of that, and there's still a good bit left. So lovely. Honestly guys, it's probably one of the nicest foundations I've used recently. And it's weird, I still get full coverage, but it's not as heavy as the Born This Way one, because I know that's not everyone's cup of tea. Have you ever tried the new Charlotte Tilbury foundation? There we go. Next holiday. So I'm thinking about going to Dubai. I'm actually thinking about just booking it for end of April, start of May. Because I was wanting to go a little bit earlier, but I've got some things on I'm not telling you about yet. Back in with the concealer, by the way. So I'm giving myself some time just to kind of get organised for that. But yeah, my friends are obviously out in Dubai, so they all usually come back for summer. So I'm thinking I might try and get out before they're due home, and start the summer right. So I'm going to do Dubai, and then I think I'm going to try and go somewhere really nice. Well, I don't know whether to do this all in one trip. I don't know whether to do Dubai and then Bali, or just do Dubai and then do Bali later on. And then I think I'm going to book New York for like kind of like September, October time. I just love New York. Like, I think it's class. So yeah, that's my ideas for this year. Nothing else really. Like, I've nothing booked yet, but I think I'm going to book them. And then I don't really know what else I'm going to do. Probably I would hope to, like, this year maybe go a wee girls' holiday or a girls' weekend to Spain or something like that anyway. But God knows the plans yet. We need to see, we're all quite busy. So yeah, that's basically how I do my concealer. Again, another question that's been really popular, and I hope like yous aren't like there's nothing's happened, that yous are all like, oh, is she alright? But loads of you guys have been asking, am I okay? I am fine, guys. Like, I don't know. I always get worried when I see loads of questions about that, because I'm like, if I posted something that's maybe made you all think I'm not okay. Obviously there's loads of things happening now. There's loads of changes, loads of good things are happening. I'm really nervous and excited for what's to come this year. Sorry, I'm going in with Refine Cream Bronzer in shade Sand, and I use their brush, which I love. This is my second one of this. I swear by it, it's so good. But no guys, I'm really good. I was a wee bit stressed with the whole mum and dad thing, because I was staying at their house and stuff, and their Wi-Fi is not good, so I couldn't even edit or get really anything done. And I just thought, oh, do you know what, I'm just going to take a wee week. I think it was actually turned out to 2 weeks, right enough, but of like no filming, just to kind of get myself together. But no, I'm honestly guys, I'm like a-okay. So then what I'm going to do is, I've got hair somewhere in my nose. Gotcha. Then I'm going to go with this Bobbi Brown cream blusher. Shade, so it's Pot Rouge for lips and cheeks. Pale pink, number 11. So I always use this wee finger here, right? And it's quite pigmented. Right, and then go in with the middle one and just tap it out. People use beauty blenders, but I just think your finger's better, and I feel like the beauty blender sometimes can take whatever's on the skin already, so like your foundation, off. So yeah. Now I've noticed since doing this, obviously I'm going to go with my blusher on top of this, but I've noticed like when your actual powder blusher kind of comes up off your skin, you've still got that tint, and I think it's because I've been using cream blusher under my blush, and I obviously always add it to my nose, cheeks and chin. That's it. So then what I do is I then set it by going in with my setting powder, which is a Laura Mercier translucent one. Swear by it, love it, ain't changing it. It's one of the best ones, I feel. Will you ever start a podcast? Do you know, I love podcasts. I listen to them all the time. However, I just feel like, do you honestly want to hear me talk any more than I'm already talking? I feel like you would be like, right, Abby, we've had enough of you now. You're going to just need to calm down. Do you know what I mean? By the way, guys, I'm not a baker. I don't like baking. On me, I'm not good at it. It's probably why I don't do it. So I just kind of pat the powder where I want it, and then that way it keeps it nice and matte. Like so, you can obviously tell the difference. Yeah, I'm not a baking type of gal, so I just really press the powder on the areas that I've kind of applied the concealer, and obviously you can see the shine, because naturally you're going to get some shine later on anyway once obviously your face starts to sweat a bit. So, but I feel like because I've got quite a big face, if I'm too shiny, my face just looks even wider. It's a bit like a disco ball. So I just prefer more a matte kind of finish. However, I have seen people leave this foundation without overly setting, and it's stunning. So again, it's just down to obviously your preference and how you like your things. But fave thing to put in the air fryer, chips. Chips, guys, chips. Like, oh my god, put your chips in the air fryer. Wow. Or like nuggets, eating my breadcrumb, like chicken wings, chicken nuggets. What else is banging in the air fryer? Chips, roast potatoes, broccoli. Like honestly, guys, like get an air fryer. Your world is your oyster. I ain't shitting you. Like it'll be the best thing you ever do. Like that is by far the best gift. Sorry, I always forget to tell you after I start talking. I'm going with MAC Give Me Sun Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. It is like my OG bronzer. I used to use it when like, God, I was at college doing makeup. I used to think I was pure cool because I had a kit that had MAC stuff in it. But really I wasn't that cool. There's a hair somewhere, I can't, oh, found it. Right, so that's my bronzer. And then now I go back in with my blush. I'm still using the same blush, which is this one. I don't even know the brand of it now. You know that one though? Look out for it, I think Sainsbury's, not Sainsbury's, sorry, Superdrug. Sell it. Now I know I'm going to look a bit crazy, but I always do my blusher quite excessive because by the time you go out, it'll die down. So don't be alarmed. Did I answer that question? Yeah, so literally that. Have you watched Euphoria? So this is really funny, but I was with Amy the other night and she was like, oh my god, obviously that's like a pure Euphoria vibe, and I was like, sorry, a who vibe? And she's like, Euphoria, and I was like, Amy, what are you on about? She was like, Abby mate, where have you been? And I was like, what is Euphoria? And she was like, everybody in our dog is talking about it, like it's a programme. Is it Zendaya? And I was like, no, you've lost me. And she was like, mate, that's why everyone has like those pedally things on their face. And I was like, nah, lost. So I haven't watched it, but I am going to, because obviously it's the thing that everyone's watching. So for brows, when I've got laminating, honestly, it takes me seconds to do them. Like I don't do loads to them. And I was just using the Anastasia Brow Wiz medium brown. So obviously this is kind of it, right? So now I'm going to go back in, no adding extra product, just my wee thinny brush, and just go from the middle of my eye to the out part, so not the whole way in. Again, if you've got quite small eyes, or you feel like you've got quite small eyes, don't go the whole way in because it'll just close your eyes down. Like so. Should I give my ex another chance? Well, I always believe in chances, like I do. I totally believe that people can muck up and people can change and that people make mistakes. However, it is just down to how you feel, and if you feel giving them another chance is the right thing to do for you. If you're doing it because you don't know, then I would probably say no to that, because that's never a good situation to be in. If you love the person and you think it's going to work, then go for it. I was just saying, what have you got to lose? Give them another chance. If they fuck up, they fuck up, and that's that. But maybe don't take my advice because I am not the best when it comes to things. all my pals would be shouting at me going, no, don't give him another chance. Who's your fave YouTubers to watch? Oh god. So obviously Molly Megan. Obvs. I like love Sophia and Chinsia. I love Lydia. I love Sarah Ashcroft. I love a girl called, I don't know how to say it, I think is it Dashni? Daisy? I think she's she lives in Dubai but also lives in Sweden. Beautiful girl. So love her, love Delaney Childs. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's my go-to YouTubers. Obviously I love, if I remember what to do makeup once, I'm in the mood to watch makeup, either watch Sophie Floyd or Jamie Genevieve. Obviously my gal Jade is back on the YouTube scene, so she goes without saying. She's my gal. So obviously, see just now because I've got LVL, it's so easy just to kind of go out with no lashes on, and I just used the Bornus Too Faced, Better Than Sex mascara. I swear by it, love it, absolutely favourite. But yeah, most days I probably do just leave my makeup like this. I probably wouldn't go in with like lashes and things like that. Now at this stage I'm going to go in and do my highlighter. Another question I was just asked there, so just because I've seen it, is do you feel guilty when you miss the gym? Yeah, but not like a thing, maybe like not because I'm like obsessive about it. You just sometimes like seeing that if I can't make the gym, but then I see all my pals that I go do the gym with there and they're all like posting, I'm like, oh god, I sure went. But like at the end of the day guys, like don't make it a thing where it controls or you revolve your life around it. Like that's not healthy. The whole point in going to the gym is just for a healthy lifestyle. I think when it starts getting to that point when it gets a bit like obsessive, then that's when I would take a little step back. But no, like tomorrow I'm not going to the gym and I'm not fussed because I'm busy. There's nothing I can do. If I can't go, I can't go. Do you know what I mean? Like don't make yourself ill about it. Don't feel bad about it. Don't put stress on yourself about it. Because if you can't go, just go the next day. Do you know what I mean? Like there'll be days where like, I wake up and I'm just like, not today. Not in the mood. Don't want to talk about it. Don't want to see the gym, don't want to be near the gym. Other days I can't wait to go, so it just honestly just depends. I keep getting something in this eye. So yeah, please don't ever stress about that type of thing guys. So quite a lot of questions as well have asked me are like what was my scars from, because recently on my Instagram, sorry, I don't know if I can put them up on this, right, so just to be warning this, but it's a little bit gruesome. I'll pop up some photos. Basically I worked at Glasgow Airport when it was just when I first met Lee actually, and I was doing makeup, so I did that during the week just for like a bit extra cash basically. And basically it was before I started my shift, one of the guys made a cup of tea in the staff room and sat it on the edge of the couch that I was sitting on, but the way the couch was sitting, like the arm and the couch were quite close together, like it wasn't like a high up. He let it go. Again, a complete accident. But due to him letting it go, it basically landed, I've got hairs all over my face, I don't know what's going on. The whole boiling water basically landed, like imagine this was the cup. It landed like that, but on like the middle part of basically my privates. Instantly melted my leggings and my pants to my skin. Like it was surreal watching it, but I was in that much shock and pain I couldn't get up, and I kind of couldn't really breathe at one point. So because the water splashed, and because the problem was if I jumped up quicker the burns wouldn't have been as bad, but because the boiling water basically just sat there in a puddle for a wee while, it caused more damage. But because he was an older man, I was younger at the time, I was a bit like, probably if it was a girl there I'd have took my clothes off, but I couldn't really think straight. So I was taken to hospital, and 2 seconds. I just remember them phoning my dad, and my dad drove all the way to Edinburgh to meet me at the hospital. And when you get burnt, usually they usually cover you so that you can't see what it looks like, so you don't hyperventilate. And I just remember my dad going, count of 3, because they basically had to pull my leggings off my skin. That was how they got them off. I obviously was thinking that with morphine, but this level of pain is nothing I've ever experienced like that before in my life. And off came my skin with my leggings and my knickers. And my noonie had seen better days back then. It was not stunning. And basically I went back every couple of days to the burns unit because they had to like bath me, change my dressings and things like that. So basically I was burnt, like I had like kind of water marks all over my stomach. The main area of burn was my actual private part and that situation, and all my thighs. And I got treatment done by Laura Porter, who I swear by for things like that, like unreal. And yeah, you don't see my scars really as much anymore unless I'm in sun. If I'm on holiday, you will see them, but not when like I'm pale and things like that. I do have severe sensitivity to that area, so like if I'm on holiday, I can't just lie in the sun without someone covering it. Also, I got laser done on my legs and belly, but I couldn't get laser done on my private area. It was just too sensitive. So that is still quite badly scarred. But again, it's not as if that's something I get out very often. Do you know what I mean? So, like, it is what it is. But yeah, that was how I got it, and it was the most painful, excruciating situation of my life. My skin basically went black. Like black, as if you'd burnt your toast. That was how my skin went. It was not stunning. So yeah, it was really painful. But I went to Marrakesh with Quiz because it was like my first ever influencer trip. And I went part influencer, part makeup artist, and we were in Marrakesh and we went to this hotel, and it was like this 5-star resort, and the woman didn't speak English, and she kept going, oh, like to touch, and I was like, no. I was like, no, please don't touch, because it just happened at this point. So when I was on holiday, I was bandaged up. I think it was like 2 weeks after it, and a guy came over and he was like, please, she's asking could she do some treatment on it, and I was like, no, honestly, like I'm getting treatment done in the hospital. And he was like, she's persistent. So I was like, okay, fine. And she'd done this thing to my leg. It was really sort of time, but she basically like all the dead skin off and like massaged this, like it was like Manuka honey but stronger. And I woke up the next day and I was lying next to a girl called Jess Hunt, you'll know her, she's massive, and she was like, mate, where's it went? And it was as if it just vanished. She took like all the lumps and all that, like it was mental. It was like magic. Anyone who was on that trip was like looking at my leg the next day, like we were all just standing, I was practically naked, like, because she did my privates, she scrubbed off all the buns, because that was not looking gorgeous girls. It was not a gorgeous girl. Lips, by the way, guys, right, so I'm pure livid to myself, but anyway, never mind. I bought the full set and then I can't find my pillow top lip liner. It's fell in my bag somewhere, so I need to find it. So I'm back just using one I had, and it's the NYX Cans, it's called. So a wee bit too pinky for me. I prefer the pillow top. I will find it. But I got this new lipstick. It's from Charlotte Tilbury. It's called Alessandra. Stunning. And then I got is this the Pillow Talk? The Pillow Talk lip gloss, and that's what I've got on here. And I just love this combo. It is so much nicer with the Pillow Talk lip gloss, but I don't know what I've done with that. Shocker. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with my setting spray, Charlotte Tilbury. Like guys, after I've done that setting spray, my camera literally died, but I've not done any more to my makeup. So this is basically like my makeup, I would say kind of like done for like day to day. A question, I was just checking my phone there for questions. A question that I get asked a lot is lashes, like what lashes do I use? So to be honest, because I've got the LVL, I don't feel like I need lashes on like just to kind of do my work stuff today. If I was maybe going out for dinner tonight or going out today to do anything, I would put on these wee ones, which I've already used, hence why they're sitting like this. But these are my go-to. And it's a number 3, so it will say 0.03. I also use 0.09. It's a little bit fuller, darker, but it's basically this here, 3/4 lash. They're amazing if, again, you're someone who doesn't like full lashes or feel like you've got smaller eyes. I also feel like they don't come off because they don't come right into the corner, and obviously that's when lashes get quite agitated, or for me they do anyway, and then my eyes start watering, and then before you know it, the whole strips off. So I like them just for like day-to-day fullness. If there's someone who likes individual lashes but don't have them on, they're quite good because it's not like over dramatic lashes. However, recently if I'm going nights out now, I've all of a sudden started liking kind of going for a more bolder lash at night. So I got these the other day, and basically I just trimmed a bit off and done it again the 3/4, so I didn't take it the whole way in, I just did it from here out. And they were really lovely and kind of like fluttery. I'm trying to think, they're like a bit like I don't know if any of you know what it's called. It's is it Eldora? It's Eldora lashes I used to use when I was doing makeup, and I think it was like an 103. M103, it might be, god it's been years since I've used them, but they were kind of like that. But I would just do them to the side, and they're quite good because you can cut them up individually and pop them on. But I've been using them for night, and I got both of these in Asda. Rob Royston does them, but I'd imagine all Asdas do them. And obviously look fantastic, also sell these as well. And I'll give you my Look Fantastic code if anyone's wanting it. But while I was on subject there, I just opened my Look Fantastic parcel and I ordered a wee Wilda moisturiser. This is a normal one, which is quite heavy, guys, so see if you're someone who maybe likes more lighter moisturiser or wants to use it before their makeup, I would buy the light version, which is a light green packaging. Also, guys, look what Olaplex have brought out. That's why my hair is actually like this, because I'm going to London tomorrow. I thought I'm going to put some treatments in my hair, because I'm going to be styling my hair tomorrow. So I've got like my Olaplex in it, and I've also got my ordinary oils all through the ends here. That's why it's kind of starting to go a bit whitey, that with my Olaplex drying. But yeah, I'm going to see if I've got any more questions. Loads of you have asked actually for an updated hair care, which I am going to do. I just honestly keep forgetting. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to film over a couple of days and do like the night before hair care, how I do my hair after, and then kind of how I keep it relatively healthy. Because obviously there has been like a massive difference in my hair from what it was last year to now. And loads of you guys are like, oh, do I need to wait a year to see a difference? You definitely don't. Within, I would say, a good 2 months I've seen a difference. But the only thing is you're not going to see a difference unless you're persistent with it. And I've updated some of my hair care products, not most of them, a lot of them are still like my original ones that I've been using, but there's some new ones. So I am definitely going to do like a hair care video. Let me see. You all want skincare, so I might just do like hair care and skincare combined together and do like a one big video of like hair care products, skincare products, and what I do, that type of thing, so it's not like two separates. Let me see, are you going to do more hauls? There's, oh my god guys, hey whisper, I spent £500 on Zara website the other night. There's a haul coming, a big fuck off haul, like a big haul, stunning like summery vibe outfits, can't wait. Right, I'm going to end it on this. What would be your last meal on air? Starter, main, dessert? Right, okay. So, I'm going to say bread and olives, but that's not my starter, that's just to come on the table. Okay? Just to come on the table. Focaccia and bread and olives and alioli and balsamic and olive oil. But that is not my starter. Starter, I would say salt and chilli mini spring rolls with Peking sauce and satay sauce. 2 to sip. My main, oh god, I'm gonna say it, sushi. Sushi, sweet potato sushi, spicy chicken sushi, soft shell crab sushi, salt and chili chips. I'd also have some noodles and some gyozas. My dessert would be sticky toffee pudding 110% with vanilla ice cream. Wow. And a can of Diet Coke in a wine glass with some ice. That would be my last, and I would die a happy girl, I swear. But yeah, this is the makeup, guys. I'm going to finish it here. We are done and answer some questions. What I'm going to do is I might even do like a mukbang next week, and there's more questions, I'll do the rest there. But yeah, I hope all you guys are well, and there's a vlog coming up. Obviously there's a vlog every week now, but I've got a massive Zara haul coming, and I've also got a massive White Fox haul coming. So I've got both of them coming, and then I'll try and see if I can get Jade, if she's available. We'll do a sushi mukbang soon. Not done one of them in ages, so we'll do one of them next. And yeah, I hope all you guys are well, and thank you so much for all the well wishes. Thank you so much for all the concerned mum and dad, and as always, love you lots, and I'll see you soon.